Jeremy Lin, Carmelo Anthony. Y'all finally sat down and chopped up some wood. We know y'all got some issues. It's time to address them. How many years has it been? Decade, 2 decades? It's, as they say, time. Let's go.
They about to play Kobe. I'm laughing and joking with him about, yo, you coming in this, you gonna get your ass bust. He like, about who the Jeremy Lin? Like, who the Jay Lin? No, he said that in the media. So when he said that, it stemmed from the conversation we had just had the night before.
Okay.
And he was tired of me talking about him to him. So they asked him, he said, I don't know who the Jeremy Lin.
That's cold. I'll be real about it. They all remember Linsanity, and it was insane to all people because you just had the stereotypes being defied right before your very eyes. One, we saw an Asian player going out there and playing guard, not just, Yao Ming, okay, big old dude, he's gigantic, so okay, you got to give Igor the ball. It's like, yo, he out here doing Rucker Park. He ain't wanting it. He is Jeremy Lin, Insanity. The first thing that hit everybody was like, oh, this ain't a brother doing this? Y'all know how the game goes. Let's just keep it 1,000. Then the second part was, oh, he wasn't highly touted. Like, when we saw White Chocolate, we were like, all right, but you kind of knew it was coming. Everybody was telling you about him before you saw him. But then you found out the dude went to Harvard. You're like, no. There's an Asian dude from Harvard giving brothers buckets, and everybody lost their damn mind for about a few weeks there. I don't know. It could have been longer, but it felt like a phenomenon for a few weeks. Keep going.
It goes from joking about it, like, yo, coming to bust shit, to like really standing on it and like, oh, this could be something.
Yeah.
So now when you realize this could be something, now the pressure's on me to get back right. I don't know what's about to happen. He probably believed what was about to happen and internally, right?
Don't skip over that. Carmelo said, oh, so he out there getting buckets and going at it, so it made me want to rush back. Now, why would Carmelo Anthony rush back? Because of Linsanity? Now, he probably going to say it's not jealousy or envy or something like that, but I can't imagine any other emotional attribute but those. You're Carmelo Anthony. You solidified. The only thing that you need from the team is just for them to put you out there. And they're going to always put you out there because you Carmelo and you getting that money. You're the franchise. But some part of him didn't feel so secure in that. Because why would you rush back for Linsanity, for a phenomenon? Because he getting all the jersey sales for the next month. Because he getting all the attention and all the interviews. See what I'm saying? Like, it's not about ball anymore because historically in ball, nobody's going to remember this compared to you. Not your whole career in totality, but he stole the moment. So if someone steals the moment from you, ask yourself, why are you so caught up in it? Why are you so bothered? Let them have their moment. You the man. You are the man. They are the moment. And you tripping? Talk to me.
Not to that level, I didn't.
Forget being jealous of what he's doing. I want him to keep going. Mm-hmm. Game winner in D.C. Yo, keep going. Toronto, keep going. But I'm in the training room before the game. When he come in and yo, cut the TV off. What's this? Now, that. This is about you.
Well, I tell you, man, I tell you, more and more you learn, more and more you live. That's why I think OGs and wise elders, we got to always stay connected to it, even though it seems like this is the first generation where the respect is not paid as heavily to the past. But, hey, I'm talking to the smart ones out there. Yo, I just told you, like, life's a science almost. We all live in our ways and we all thinking our days are different than everybody else's. But when we add them up, about 90-some% of it's the same, right? We all taking our kids to school or dropping them off at the bus stop, whatever. We get them to school, picking them up. Then after that, what y'all gonna do after school? Take your ass to a class, or activity, a tutor. You're doing something after school. And if you're not, you're letting the streets raise your kids. And if the streets raise your kids, they're gonna do a great job of it. But the problem is you ain't gonna like what happens. You ain't gonna like how it turns out. So then, what else we do? We hang, we eat, we watch games, and we go to bed. And in between there, we procreate to make more of us. That's it. Carmelo, the man, sitting there, I know, look, I've been the man on the team before, but never the man. I've been one of the men. Let me say it right. Like, I've been on the team before when Junior was there. Junior Seau, late, great, rest in peace. Rodney Harrison was there. I had some love like that. But Junior Seau never felt like, oh, Marcellus is here. Guess what? This is his defense. Oh, guess what? This is his Southern California. Junior Seau with Oceanside High, USC, San Diego Chargers, and I come in for a few years, you think he like, oh, he ain't in his feelings. So that's why I know I've been in that position before. People they not bothered when they not bothered, but they bothered when they bothered. And why was Carmelo so damn bothered by 2 weeks of Linsanity?
So now it's almost you become a fan and a teammate at the same time. Now, was everything perfect? No. He was going in one direction. I'm in a whole nother direction. Two men trying to figure this out from two different perspectives. But my hat is a lot wider than.
What? Huh? It sounds like we try to negotiate with the truth. Let me hear.
What his hat is at that point in time.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. We ain't done with this. Absolutely not done with this. Going in another direction, Carmelo Anthony, beat it up in the comments. That may have been when he first started to feel like he going down the hill. It sounds like in perspective, Carmelo feel like he going downhill. Because ain't no way you set tripping like that unless you know, one, he's taking something, and two, you're giving him something. And you don't want either one. Nobody wants somebody to come take it from you. But the worst part is when you're giving it to them, right? That's the problem. That's why bullying is so damn bad and abusive. It ain't just you just taking an ass whooping. It's because you are giving it up. You know the next day or the next day you're going to see that dude. Here you go. You giving it up. So Carmelo was complicit in some of his own jealousy or downfall. And I'm calling it jealousy because I don't know what else to call it until he says something that makes me change my mind. Because I've been in that same predicament before. I'll give it to you an example. Another one, Doug Flutie. When Doug Flutie hit, he hit. You know what I mean? Years Doug Flutie was waiting to get a chance. Decades, right? When did he throw the Hail Mary at Boston College? 1984? When did he start for the Buffalo Bills? 1998? In Canada getting all this love, but come on. That ain't the big leagues. He get to America, and if you were in your feelings, the only people who were in their feelings was like Rob Johnson. Because Rob Johnson was like, I got paid. I'm a prototype. This is my job. You know what I did in that game in Jacksonville to get this money? And then, I don't give a damn what you say. Doug Flutie, it was his job. Linsanity, it was his moment. Simple as that. So we try to piece it all together right here. Let's hear some more fodder on this, see if we get deeper.
And then the ridiculous contract part, which we talked out, which I'm glad we talked out, but I'm like, okay, so now he's back in my contract, and I'm like, bro, and I told him over the phone.
For everybody that was born in the 20 teens, what was that quote?
So the quote was, Melo said that my contract was ridiculous because I had signed 3 years, $25 million with the Rockets that the Knicks had an opportunity to match.
Okay.
And the structure of the contract, which, Melo, you could speak on that on yourself, for yourself.
So this is what got Melo all up in his feelings, right? The 2 earring Asian dude from Harvard who was buckets. And you can smell swag on him, right? Like swag, we not neutral with the swag and we not negative with the swag. You see it? So like it's some flavor in there too, and you're like, damn it. Got Melo all caught up. Carmelo Anthony, who is actually living a full circle moment, because I don't know who else was on that Syracuse team when he got there, but as a freshman, Carmelo Anthony might be a top 5 freshman in college basketball history, maybe the one. So the point is, he's been somewhere before where he just took over. So now you're going to be somewhere where somebody's going to take over, and they ain't going to fully take over. You know it. This the NBA. This ain't college. But damn, you felt this before because you dealt this before. Keep it real.
What you had shared to me over the phone, but I'm piecing together all these stories. And so I'm like, why would my teammates come out and say, like, it wasn't cool with everybody in the locker room?
Right.
And I honestly think, like, looking back, I think it's just so confusing, right? Like, it's so confusing. But at the same time, I'm also like, I don't know if anybody really knew what the other person was totally thinking.
Right.
No one ever does, so let's not do that. They hide right now. Now, this is the problem with podcasts. This is the problem with interviews. They can't go all the way there. until somebody has a real problem or somebody takes it there or they have a beef, right? Because right now the beef is way behind them. So now we ain't about to dig up some graves. But in order to get to the truth, you're going to have to dig up some graves because guess what? They were buried. They were buried. They're burying the truth right now. Carmelo, there's no other energy in a locker room, in any setting, your workplace. You get a promotion, and then all of a sudden you feel tension. You feel hate. You feel resistance. You ain't got to think that deep. Somebody mad at you for getting the promotion, right? It ain't you because you spending that money. You just got promoted, just got paid Friday night. You outside. You in them streets. Drinks on you. So you ain't the one. But you feeling like he ain't say hi this time. He used to always speak. Or he looking at me sideways. He used to always say, what's up, what's next? Oh, he can't make it, but he used to always make it. You know what it is. We all been there. And when that happens, we all do the same thing. Is it me? Am I doing something? Did I do something? Am I getting caught up? Am I acting cocky? Am I changing up? And then you figure out, and this is what happened to me when I got drafted. You figure out, oh no, the person that changes the most when things change ain't you. It's everybody else because they look at you different. That's where all the stars and them people that be, they be on that real cocaine. They ain't on this. Speaking of it, they ain't doing this. They on that real hyena. When they start leaving, they start going out of this world. They start doing vices and drugs and craziness because they can't believe everyone looks at them like they're an alien. They not normal anymore. You think that person changed or that person is reacting to the change?
Mm. And the reason is because when I came onto the scene, Stat and Melo were hurt. Then Stat comes back. And then a little bit later, Melo comes back. And then I get hurt. Mm-hmm. And so it's like there's the continuity isn't there. And so the conversations are also not there. And the reps and the experience of winning games, losing games, and figuring it out wasn't there too.
And the interest ain't there either. Guess what? If you want people to align, you got to align them in their interests. You can't do any other thing but align their interests. And you can't legislate that. You can't force that. If we don't want the same things, guess what? We're not pulling in the same direction. That's what's so beautiful about a team. That's what's so beautiful about team sports. Some cats just want money. In priority. Everybody wants the same thing. It's just what's my lion's share. Everybody wants to win a ring. Everybody wants the biggest contract. Everyone wants all the love, attention, and fame. Everybody. Not to wear it the same, though. Think about it. Those three pieces, those three slices of the pie, not everybody wants them in the same degree, the same capacity. So if you're Carmelo, it sounds like you want a little bit more of the fame than maybe Linsanity wanted. Linsanity probably just wanted the opportunity to go out there and ball to get some of that money, to go out there and show he got the talent. See, everybody just kind of dancing around what they really want.
And so now, now I'm just like, I don't really know what to think. And I was like, the easiest way is to just talk it out together.
Yeah.
And so we were able.
Yeah, so now y'all here. Blah, blah, blah. One more of these. I love this, man. Love to all you fans out there, super fans out there. I know y'all rocking with your boy. We're going to chop it up, too. We're going to get into these things quick, though. I got to hear this. All right, Melo. Melo. It's kind of crazy to hear it like this way later because you already know you ain't feeling the same emotions and sting from it. So it's like you feel like you're getting more of the real, and you are. I can't lie. You're getting more of the real, but you ain't getting it full. We ain't getting it in full because they don't want to beef again. And Melo said, dog, I ain't like your ass because you try to steal my shine. He was like, I wasn't trying to steal your shine. I was just trying to get mine, trying to get an opportunity. Yeah, but it came at the expense of me. And then it would have been a problem, right? Oh, man. Let's hear a little bit more. I think Linsanity going to talk about that deal and he wanted to stay.
Our contract was ridiculous because I had signed 3 years, $25 million with the Rockets that the Knicks had an opportunity to match.
I've never said this publicly. This was internally, but to somebody who's about to make the decisions. And I explained this to him. Mm-hmm. Ridiculous means, yes, Houston offered him a $25 million contract that New York could actually match. That he deserved the match. Yes. That never was that wasn't ridiculous. What was ridiculous was the jump at that point in time from like 4-4-15 or 16 or something like that. So when you sitting across from the person about to write the check and they like, if I do this, this is what this means, blah, 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 blah. Yo, that's ridiculous. Why would you take that jump like that? Now,
he talking about the numbers, right? He trying to say that the contract, had a 4-5 and then 16 million a year, 3 years, 25, something like that. Okay, tell me if you buy that because I don't right now. Let me stop.
Internally leaks. All of a sudden, Melo says Jeremy Lin contract is ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, what's ridiculous is if you go back and do the math and the numbers at that point in time, what it would have did for the New York salary cap. Maybe as a player, I shouldn't have been worried about that. Maybe I should have just been worried about playing basketball. You can't pick and choose. I just want to play basketball and nah.
Yeah.
You are the business.
Okay, you are the business. So you talking to business and the business got leaked. Understood. But when the business gets leaked, did you try to clear it? Because I know the accusation is louder than an apology. So you trying to clear it, you grabbing the eraser, maybe not everyone heard it. But I don't remember Carmelo Anthony in that moment saying, y'all got me wrong. Y'all misquoted me. I wasn't talking about that. But sometimes you get paralyzed in that. You be paralyzed because you be like, dog, I don't want to give this any more fuel. So you stop talking about it, even though you're right. Who hasn't been there before? You right, but if you say another thing, it's going to go left, even though you're right. That's deep.
Yeah.
So I got to know what's going on too.
Yeah.
And if you respect me enough to sit me down and say, hey, what do you think about this right here? Here's what I say. No, if you could cut that down, could you stretch that?
Right.
Would you stretch that?
To help the team overall.
To help him stay.
Yeah.
Would you stretch the 15 at the jump? Would you stretch that? Could you stretch that over the 2 years?
That's strong. That's a strong argument. But he's trying to say, look, there's other ways to play this money out so we can get more other players and we can get some more that we need. We ain't winning the championship here, so let's get more. At the same time, if that becomes your priority, people got to say, what's your motivation and why? And you can say, because I want to win a chip. And they're going to say, yeah, but have you been looking at the numbers of everybody else's contracts we have? Oh, you didn't say nothing else about your teammate who got a jump and a bump. Why? You feel what I'm saying? So then why are you so extra hyper-focused on Jeremy Lin's deal? It's the next deal up. Okay. You wasn't there for the last deal, though, and you were here. Did I just say deal, though? You paused. You wasn't here for the last deal, though. So now, what's up? See, you can't hide. You can't hide. And I love Carmelo Anthony. And I see him sometimes here and there. Love to him. I ain't heard nothing to take me off my initial stance, which is he was in his feelings. He felt some way. And I think it's not just because Jeremy Lin stole his moment fully. It's because he didn't think that Jeremy Lin was it. So if you don't think somebody is worthy and deserving of stealing it, then you're like, yo, I got problems. You challenge it. What if LeBron was his teammate? Right? Carmelo is this guy, and then all of a sudden, it's LeBron. You know LeBron comes with the hype. You know he's the king and chosen one. You just get out the way pretty much because you know, what can I do? See the difference? But when it's somebody you don't believe in, somebody you don't think is it, somebody else that they forcing down your throat, and you're like, yo, who is this? And you challenge it in every way you can, including looking at his contract. That's crazy.
In stats, like I drove in $100 million in revenue.
Yeah.
I got paid $400,000 and then I got dropped and I never got an offer in free agency. My exit from the New York Knicks crushed me.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? This dude, Linsanity was $100 million plus in revenue for the league, for the Knicks. Oh, and he was getting $400K. Oh, and worse, then he said it's time to cash in on it. The money wasn't there like he thought. That's crazy.
Like I was messed up. I would have done anything to stay.
The way that they think, Houston knew that New York wasn't gonna match that jump. Without me saying that, that's crazy. They just knew that. This is why they offered him 25, knowing that Dolan or the Knicks was only gonna offer him a certain amount. So they jumped out there and said, hey, we gonna offer that. And if they do this, they really want you. Let's see if they really want, because we want you, but if they do this, then they really, 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 really want you. And the front office and the business of it is like, is this what we want? Is this number what we want from a business standpoint?
Blah, blah, blah. Was that confrontation, that sit down, what we really wanted, Carmelo? Yeah, almost. I know he was in an impossible position situation. How dare Carmelo Anthony take off his silk robe and come down here with us peasants and discuss some of his jealousies? You know what I mean? That's all that was. He ain't gonna do that, man. But I love seeing the fact that he was man enough to say, hey, he asked for this a month or two ago or a long time ago. I saw him. He was like, Jeremy Lin, come on. We got to talk some talk. So respect to Carmelo for that love. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most, and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah.
Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you. It's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration situation. So